Bon dia guys, good morning. I know this is a weird shot, but it's so I can show you what we're doing today. So because we have the roof with a slight angle, we have this gap, as you can see, at the very top where the OSB doesn't meet the roof. So today, this morning, we are working on how to cut the shape that we need for there. We've tried, I went into my art supplies and I had some charcoal, which I ran along the edge of the OSB on the other side, but it's too sunny over there, and was able to kind of make a mark on a piece of wood using that anyway. Seems to have worked. We're going to cut it and see if it's worked, so that's what we're up to this morning. So this is the line we've managed to capture. We don't have a table saw or a guide, so we're going to try and clamp somehow this to give us a straight edge to work with, and use this circular saw. Is it called a circular saw? This circular saw, I'm not showing you properly, to try and cut it. Fingers crossed it works. Please don't cut my hand off.
Don't move it. Well, it worked.
Hooray!
Kind of. That's the piece we want.
Yeah, go see if it worked.
I'll let you do the honours.
Thanks.
Might be the other way.
Like a
I think
glove.
it's actually upside down.
Can you jump up and push it towards me?
Perfect. Nice one.
It's more charcoal.
Not enough.
Yeah. I had to do it in a few layers last time. So this is kind of the marks it's leaving, and then I just go over it to get a clearer line. Hopefully this will work again. Should have used this off cut really.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
It's a tiny bit of a gap there, but
Cool.
yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Although, actually, if it was pushed in that way, then it's really tight. And we could just cut a tiny bit to go in there, and then that's like all along there. It's really nice.
Yeah,
let's do that. Okay, it's definitely time for a coffee break. It's far too warm out there now, but I think we've got everything done to the walls that we need to do to be able to then paint them in the morning, because it is saying on the forecast that it might rain in a couple of days. I don't believe it, but we're going to try and get the building as secure as possible. But anyway, I'm coming in to make a coffee, and we have been loving making our coffee with the AeroPress, which we got sent a couple of months ago, and they are kindly working with us again. We're so excited to work with AeroPress because we loved them before we even moved to Portugal. As most of you know, Ewan and his mum have a tea and coffee specialist shop back in North Wales, where we sold a lot of the AeroPress original model. All the outdoorsy people loved it because it was so easy to take camping and travelling. They've newly released the AeroPress Go Plus. It's all stored inside this one tumbler which you can drink from. It has a little lid, but also the AeroPress itself fits perfectly inside it with a silver spoon and a stirrer. Everything is inside, and even the filters live in the bottom of the cup. So what makes AeroPress unique is that it has a 3-in-1 brewing technology. So that features a combination of agitation, immersion and air pressure, which makes it a little bit like a French press, a little bit like a pour over and also a little bit like espresso, but it has almost no bitterness because the AeroPress uses air pressure to speed up the brew process and not over extract the coffee, and also the paper coffee filters help to remove the bitterness as well. This has been our go-to coffee brewing method since we got the AeroPress Go Plus, and we also love that we can just take it with us anywhere, whether that's to just take the coffee we've already made, or we can actually take the whole kit and our little jar of coffee and we can brew up wherever we go. We'll leave a link in the description below, and we have a great offer for you guys for the On The Go Plus. You can either click the link or visit aeropress.com/Frankie. AeroPress is spelt aeropress.com/Frankie, and if you use the promo code Frankie, you'll save 20% off your order. And a big thank you to AeroPress for working with us again. If you guys get yourselves one or bought one a few months ago, some of you said you had, then we'd love to hear what you think of it, your experience with making your coffee that way. So anyway, very in need of a coffee, so I'm going to get to making this one.
Cool, I reckon that should work.
So you're going for this little gap in the USB.
Going for all the gaps.
Where are you going to start?
Yeah, this big gap in the USB.
So we have this gap between the USB, so this is where Jan's going to experiment.
I saw this thing online where you mix sawdust with PVA glue as a good filler for wood holes. So, let's see whether it works.
And if not, make a tuna betty with it.
Yeah, it almost looks edible.
You're gonna take a bite.
Does it smell edible? Good morning, everybody. How's it going? As you can see, Chris is dressed up. You can't quite see me because I'm stood too close, but we're in our scruffs and we're going to get painting.
Yep, we're going for, what's the name of this?
Trench 3.
Trench 3. We didn't want to paint the building white because I think it would just look a bit weird. I kind of wanted it to emerge into the landscape.
I'll show you this with that.
Hopefully it's going to look nice. It kind of is like...
It's like a stone, isn't it?
Yeah. And the other thing we had sort of was green, but then we thought that might look a bit odd too, so fingers crossed it's going to look nice.
Yeah.
But the main purpose of this is a sealant.
Yeah, because we may clad it.
Yeah.
Depending if...
Well, we're definitely going to clad this wall.
Yeah.
But the rest we don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's paint.
Vamos lá. Spinner.
I'm very happy with the colour. I was worried it was going to look a little bit pink, but I think it looks better on now. I am taping the roof at the top to make sure we don't get paint on the roof, and then kind of cutting in. And then Iwan, the pro painter, is doing the rolling. Iwan's first job after he got his rope access, is that right?
Yeah, pretty much first job, yeah.
Was painting the side of ferries, the ferry from Holyhead to Dublin.
The Stena Line ones, if you've ever been.
So we'd hang off a rope over the water and get the rust off, and then paint with what? An acid?
Well, you'd use phosphoric acid to get the rust off, and then you'd have to use a primer, like an ocean-proof primer, and then paint on top of that. So it's quite the process.
Yeah, so he's very good at painting.
I wouldn't go that far, but I've done a lot of it.
Much better than me.
Yeah, Yeah, it's the thing when you're on the side of the ferry, you don't really get people supervising you. They just trust that you know what you're doing. And I'm not necessarily sure I do.
I'll be your supervisor.
No complaints, Stacey. So my putty, wood, paste, sawdust glue has worked quite nicely. It's left quite a bit of a texture. But yeah, all good. You guys in the comments of the last video who gave some great advice, you know who you are. Firstly, thank you. Secondly, do you reckon 2 coats of this is going to be enough? It's like a polymer paint. So, let me know in the comments, please. Thanks.
So there must be some different ones. The rest are just alternated, I think. Good evening. It is just about 7 o'clock now, and it is not boiling hot. It really feels like we've kind of had a big drop in temperature the last couple of days. This morning it was freezing, so yeah, I'm very, very, very happy. We went out this afternoon to buy some more paint, but it's not in stock, so we're not able to continue that this evening. Luckily, the rain that was forecast for tomorrow has gone off the weather forecast, so fingers crossed that that doesn't happen, because one side of the cabin hasn't had any paint on at all, and we definitely want to have at least 2 layers on all the walls. But we can't do that this evening, and the weather is on our side, so I am very happy because I am going to get into the garden. I have not had much chance to do the garden because it's always so hot. Even in the evenings I tend to just have time to water it, and it's gotten really wild. I've kind of let everything grow because I figured that actually that protects the plants from the sun by these really tall weeds. I think they're called fleabane, but I'm going to cut them all back today because I want my garden back. And I'm holding out hope that the heat waves are over. Diogo just came over. Diogo rolled in a fox poo this morning, didn't you? So he had a nice bath. But yeah, I'm going to get in the garden. You going to help me, stinky boy? You're not supposed to come in my garden. I think this olive is well and truly dead.
Where do you want these?
In this black bucket.
They're too big, so I throw them next to it.
Yeah, just start a big pile here.
Thyme smells so good.
There's sage here as well.
Is this one for dead?
Yeah.
Is sage good as well?
Yeah.
Smells like Christmas. I guess with having all this so high, you're kind of like doing the food forest principle, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's this, Dodo?
Picked some purple tomatillos and found 2 socks. Thanks, Frankie. These are my Jerusalem artichokes. They just keep growing. I just got absolutely soaked by the sprinkler whilst Joanne's making dinner.
I'm winding up Diogo. Go!
But yeah, we'll leave you there. Hopefully we'll be able to paint the cabin soon. We need to order the paint online.
So whenever that gets here,
but
we'll crack on with that.
We've got a few other jobs to do, lots to do in the garden.
Kingfisher.
Also, our t-shirts have free UK shipping this weekend, so when you're watching this, Saturday, Sunday, it kind of comes around every month, free shipping, so I'll try and remember when to tell you guys. And this is, we worked with T-Mail for our merch because you can send old t-shirts back to them and they remake it into a new fabric, and this is...
I've
got so much on me. This is the remade fabric, and it's really nice.
I don't think mine's made from the remade, is it?
No. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Ciao!
Bye.